Welcome back to the Tea with Honey podcast. Hey, Mandi, happy next week. How you doing?
Hello, Teddy. I am good this week. I'm doing really well. I feel like spring has sprung officially, like I'm in it, and I'm happy. I'm feeling like the springtime, I don't know if happiness is the word, but like the spring fever a little bit. You
Yeah,
feel me?
totally. I think for me, and we were talking about this a little bit earlier when we were talking about, pollen affecting us just in a different conversation. And I feel like I am past kind of spring. Like living in the Southeast, I'm now into a very much like a summer, I think. Like it is 8 p.m. right now as we're recording the podcast, and it is 80 degrees outside.
Wow.
So as I transition, I feel out of spring, I'm like transitioning into summer mode just because of where I live, So as you're
Totally.
experiencing the first like nice spring flowers and the pollen and the first of the warm weather, it's like getting hot for me.
Interesting. You know what's funny? We're telepathic because I was thinking about that earlier today. I was like, wow, really enjoying the fact that there's not full leaves on our trees yet, but like they're blooming, there's green, and it's starting to fluff up a bit. And I was like, wow, if you lived in the South or in a warmer climate, like you've had this for at least a month or two now.
Totally. Like I have been fully over the past couple of months sitting outside, and like I have a solid tan. Like I have color. And because I've been like in tank tops and walking and sitting out on the back porch. And yeah, I totally have been experiencing this, like what you're experiencing now, for genuinely 2 months.
Interesting. It is wild to me. I think of the earth and I'm like, wow, everyone has such different climates. I'm like, I can't plant my flowers yet because like there was frost this morning. So I still have to be aware of the major dips and rises in temperature right now. Like it was 80 degrees a couple of days, but then it gets down to 35 at night. So it's really back and forth. I'm not there yet, but I'm thinking maybe 1 or 2 more weeks and I'll be golden. So I'm starting to enjoy it though. I'm getting into the springtime fun and starting to do more outside things and spending probably 75% of my day is outdoors.
Yeah.
Which I
love
can't
that.
complain about. Like it's been great. It's been wonderful. So
Totally. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it's just so funny. Like where I live, like azaleas are a huge thing, and our azaleas have bloomed and fallen. Like we are already through like a whole spring flower cycle. Like things have bloomed and fallen already. So,
that's wild.
Yeah, a very different, like just a couple months ahead. But yeah, I get that. Like I feel like I've been in that spring kind of headspace for the past couple of months, and now I'm kind of easing into the summer. And this was something I wanted to tell you about as well. As I'm easing into summer, I feel like I'm rediscovering some summer foods. Like, and they're not summer foods, but they're things that I feel like I eat in the summer and I'm really excited about, that I've like had over the last week.
Okay, tell us about them.
So, sushi. Like, I don't know why. I'm not a big like sushi in the winter kind of gal.
I mean, that.
Sushi's great anytime, but and especially Mr. Teddy, because I think he's influenced me this way, on a chilly day, I just want to like cuddle up in PJs in my blanket with like a nice soup or a pasta. And I definitely feel more like cozy foods in the winter. And summer, I'm like still hungry, but I'm hot. And I want something filling, but that's not like gonna weigh me down or make me hotter.
Right.
So sushi, we went on like a really cute sushi date on Saturday night.
Fun.
And I loved it and I had a blast. So sushi is one of those things.
I see that. Like I completely feel that, because when thinking about sushi, I don't know if I could do like a tempura roll or like one of the hot deep fried sushi rolls. Like sushi to me is always cold And so you're
Yeah.
right. It's almost like refreshing in a sense.
Totally. Totally. And I'm the same way. I don't do a lot of like the deep fried rolls, and
Mhm.
I am actually moving into more, I'm like being a little bit more exploratory with my sushi, which
Ooh.
I started, which as someone who grew up in the Midwest, and I didn't have sushi until college.
Mhm.
Um but as someone who like grew up in the Midwest, didn't have sushi until college, I started with your California roll, the classic.
Classic.
And then I went to like the crab salad roll.
Yep.
And then I went and then I started doing one that has like shrimp tempura inside. Like it has
Okay.
a little like deep fried shrimp inside with,
Mhm.
an avocado and cucumber, whatever, and then crab salad on top. And so I've been like just evolving,
Mhm.
and I don't know what it's called, but I don't remember if it's sashimi or
Okay.
the one that starts with N,
Nigiri.
nigiri.
Mhm.
But it's the one that has the rice and then just the raw fish on top.
I couldn't tell you.
Like I got
I don't
I
know.
got that this weekend. And then I also got a roll. I got like one of the rolls that had like, eel sauce and spicy mayo on top of it as well.
Mhm.
But
Yum.
I don't know, it was so good. So I got that, and then I had leftovers. So I had it the next day for lunch, and I sat outside on the back porch and had my little sushi leftovers, and it was so good.
Ooh.
Um,
It sounds really yummy right now.
yeah. And
Seriously.
then so that just feels summer. Like sushi gives summer vibes for me, and so I'm back in that. Also, I bought last week my first watermelon of the season.
We're on the same wavelength. I cut up my first watermelon like 2 days ago.
Did you?
Yep. But
Like,
it's too early for me. You're right
okay.
there. Too early
Yeah.
for me. So I see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we had like watermelons are just starting to come back to our grocery stores.
Okay.
And I don't know where watermelons are grown. Like, I can't imagine any of the watermelons that are in my grocery store right now are local watermelons, because there's no way we're that far along in like the harvesting season for that to be a local watermelon.
Right. Right.
But they're just showing up in the stores again. Whereas like
Mhm.
typically throughout, fall, winter, early spring, and like spring essentially until like this past week, like you can get watermelon at the grocery store, but it's like the ones that are like quartered and they have them
Right.
like wrapped in saran wrap, or the
Mhm.
ones that are pre-cut in the refrigerators.
Yep.
Like that's
Yep.
it. Like they don't sell big watermelons. So the grocery store has watermelon, and I got my first one last week and I was thrilled.
That's amazing. It is good. So my husband bought one at Costco over the weekend. And I was like, this is okay. We're getting back to watermelon. So it's funny you say that. And it wasn't good. It definitely wasn't like the best one. The texture was off. It wasn't super sweet. I don't know how to pick a good watermelon. Isn't it like you have to like knock on it or look at the spot on its
So
belly?
yeah, so I don't know either. I feel like what I try to do is I've heard that you want to try to find one that looks like it's been laying. Like you want to find a good spot. Like it looks
Right.
like it's been sitting in the dirt somewhere. Like if it's a perfectly like round watermelon where like no yellow spot where it
Mhm.
like connected to the earth,
Mhm.
that's not going to be a good one from what I understand. Like you want
That's what I heard too.
you want some like yellow discoloration
Mm-hmm.
where it's been sitting on the ground. And then I also heard, and I'm saying all of this and I don't even really know, but this is what I go off of, is like the veins in it. You know those like brown like veins kind
Yes.
of? Like those are good. So you want to try to find one that has a
Oh.
good like rest spot
Okay.
and then good veins, like those
Okay.
brown like weird textured veins that go on it. So that's what I've heard. But my issue is like when I'm in Costco or the grocery store, the last thing I want to be doing is digging through like 18 watermelons to try to
Right.
find the best one, because everyone's doing the exact same thing as me. And so
For sure.
the good ones, especially if you're at Costco where it's super busy, like the good ones are probably at the bottom, and I don't want to
Mhm.
move 30 watermelons to get to it.
Sometimes you got to work for the good stuff. I don't know.
I know.
It's worth it. I probably look ridiculous now because I don't know if knocking on watermelon is a thing, but here I am putting it up to my ear, knocking on it. Not
No, I
sure what
think-
I'm listening for.
I totally think people do that. I totally think, like I've heard that too.
Okay.
I think why I don't do that is because the same as you, I don't know what the heck I'm looking for or listening
Me
for.
neither.
I don't know what is supposed to sound good.
Let's see.
So I don't knock. I'm just like,
You're right. The real simple way is to look at the stripes, says Google. Interesting. And find the field spot. inspect the
Field
stem.
spot.
Yep. Knock on it. Okay,
Okay,
so
what does
knocking on
knock
it is
say?
good. Well, it just says
That's not helpful. We knew knock on it was a thing. That does not
Okay.
help our issue of not
Here
knowing
we
what
go.
knocking means.
Here we go. Okay, so if you give your fruit a gentle tap and listen to the sound it makes, if the pitch sounds deep and hollow, the fruit has more water and is likely ripe. If your knock sounds higher pitched and dense, it may signify the rind is too thick and the fruit has not fully ripened. So I think you want it to be hollow.
Deeper. Okay.
I don't know what hollow sounds like, but I think you want it to just be like
Like a dong,
donk,
dong, dong.
I
Yeah.
love how we both, yes. Donk, donk. Okay.
Yours
perfect.
seems much more high pitched. I wouldn't want your watermelon. I'd want my watermelon.
Donk, donk, donk.
I think it
donk.
needs to be like
That's
a
better.
thunk, thunk, thunk.
That's it. That was a good one. Honestly, that was it right there. That was it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a
So
donk, donk, donk. No, I don't want
buy
your
that one.
watermelon. That does not sound right.
Don't buy that one, okay? Don't listen to me. That's why this watermelon was bad, okay?
Well, you
It
didn't
wasn't
pick it
good.
out.
I didn't pick it out, but I could tell right when I cut into it, the rind, like the white part, it was super, super thin. And I was like, this just
Oh.
looks rotten. So it almost looked like it was overdone or like bought too late. So anyways,
just too early in the season. It could just be
For
it's
sure.
too early in the season.
for
But yeah.
sure. Watermelon though, summer staple.
Totally.
Summer staple.
Totally. So then I had one other of my favorite like summer foods that I
Okay.
actually, it was a thing that I discovered last summer,
Mm-hmm.
and it was sometimes you just have to eat a whole cucumber. And that for me is very summer.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It just gives, again, summery. It gives sushi vibes. It gives watermelon vibes, like eating a whole cucumber. So I did
it's refreshing. It's cold.
It is. Yeah. And so I did that on Saturday because I only had like a little bit of leftover sushi. And so I made myself one of those cucumbers as well. So I had leftover sushi and like one of those cucumbers. That I put all the things into, like sesame oil and rice vinegar and soy sauce and freshly grated garlic and hot chili oil. It was actually the chili onion crunch from Trader Joe's.
Ooh.
What else do I put in there? MSG, obviously. I don't know. It was just really good. So I made that the other day. I made that on Saturday.
Okay.
And then I made myself one for lunch today. It was like,
Yum.
I got off of stream, and I always get off of stream at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And I haven't eaten lunch, but I
Right.
don't want to have like a big lunch because I have dinner in a couple hours.
Right.
Like, I know Mr. Teddy will get home at like 5:30 and be like, okay, let's cook dinner. And then if I have lunch at 3, I'm not hungry. So
Fair.
I did a cucumber today and it was fantastic. So I had
Yum.
one and I sat outside on the back porch. I had to sit in the shade because it was too hot, but I sat in the shade on the back porch and had my cucumber. So
That's adorable.
yeah,
You want to know what I did this afternoon?
sure.
My daughter, I mean, it's nice out. It was like 65, so I needed a light jacket. My daughter wanted to play pirates outside. And so we were in the backyard playing pirates, but not just any pirates. She was Winnie the Pooh pirate, and I was
Oh.
Tigger the pirate. And she said, "Arr, matey." And she would say, "Run, Tigger pirate." And she would drag me up into her little like playhouse above her swing set, and we sat up there for hours. We brought snacks up there and just
That's
sat up there and
cute.
played pirates. It was very fun. It was a very wholesome like summer day, and I could tell she was having so much fun. And then we chased the dogs around the backyard and we're like pretending they were trying to steal our stuff from our pirate ship.
Oh, steal the
So,
booty.
Yeah, it was cute.
Where did she learn about pirates? Like, does she have like a show or something that she like has learned about pirates? Like, where has the pirate influence come for her?
Literally, I have no idea.
Really?
I have no clue. Half the things she talks about, I'm like, what? Where are you learning this stuff? I have no clue. I should probably be better about like watching with her, like what she sees on TV. But
No, but
I
listen,
couldn't
I mean,
tell
if it's like a cartoon and you're like, okay, well, I know this is a fine Disney show, whatever. And then like they play pirates or something, like, you know, when she watches TV, it's like time for you to like get to do something.
walk away for a second, right?
Totally. So
I
as long
don't
as like you
know.
trust what she's watching, but
Right.
Okay, interesting. That's what, because like what cracks me up about her is you are very much like a girly girl,
Mhm.
and you would have thought that like I would have always thought your daughter would have been like, let's play princesses
Right.
or
Right.
let's make a flower shop or whatever. But
Right.
like she cracks me up because she likes Spider-Man and pirates, and
Right.
I just so appreciate that she is her own person and just loving what she loves, even though you're like, where
Absolutely.
did you learn this?
Absolutely. I'm like, I'm not teaching you how to play that. But someone asked her the other day, "Who's your favorite Disney princess?" And she literally said, "I don't know." Because we've never watched a single movie, or like she doesn't know one single Disney princess. She has one like thrifted Ariel, the Little Mermaid, like
Mm-hmm.
nightgown that she wears to bed. She has no clue who it is. She just thinks it's a mermaid with a fish with flounder on
Right.
it. She doesn't know it's a
Right.
Disney princess. And I was like, you know what? Terrible question. The only Disney character she might know is like Mickey and Friends or Pooh and Friends. So
Yeah,
ask her
listen.
that.
I feel like because she's such like a big girl, like because she's so tall and looks older than she
Mm-hmm.
is, I feel like people might assume that she knows. I feel like
That's
she,
true.
and I don't know. I say this, but like I was never a princess girl. Like I was never princesses when I was growing
Mm-hmm.
up. I was always Winnie the Pooh or I always liked the Blues Clues, and
Yes.
I wasn't super into princesses. I was into like animals.
Yep.
However, I don't know. For some reason, like the princesses do give a little bit older than her vibes. Like maybe she's just
That's
not
true.
like maybe it's not going to be her thing, and like more power to her. But also maybe she's just not at an age where that interests her yet.
Right. And I'm like, I don't know, is the only way for her to learn about them if I show her these movies, because I only grew up watching The Little Mermaid. That was like the main one. Um I wasn't like a big princess, believe it or not, honestly. I know this is probably shocking. I wasn't a big princess girl either, probably because I had an older brother. And so we watched Pokemon
That's what
together
I was just going to
and
say. Yeah, you're much
yeah,
more like Pokemon. Yeah.
right. So I wasn't huge into princesses either. So like I'm not like jumping out of my seat to show her those movies, but it's just interesting how people assume that. So I'm like,
Yeah.
well,
I
maybe
feel
ask her
like
her Mickey friend.
I feel like we're also at a different point where like the the princesses that people would expect, like a Cinderella or a Snow
Mhm.
White, or like the princesses that you would expect a toddler to be like, Cinderella's my favorite.
Mhm.
Those movies are so old that like
Right.
is that I don't know. I don't know. Don't have a toddler, but sometimes it's hard when I watch those movies to pay attention. But
That's true.
I can watch Moana and be
Mhm.
like enthralled. So I
Right.
wonder if it's just I don't know. I don't
Well,
know. Like, can you imagine sitting her down and being like, "Hey, we're gonna watch this movie from 1950," and like,
no, she would be so bored.
I just feel like it's just a different style of.
Right. And so like I think of Totoro, right? And she loves Totoro. That was 1988. That was a long time ago, but
Okay,
that's like it's like an animal almost. Like Totoro is essentially an animal in
totally.
her eyes. And so she's like, "Oh, Totoro and little girls like running around. It's cute, it's fun, it's relatable." But again, seeing like a grown princess, she probably wouldn't have much interest in them, especially the older ones. So,
Right.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
It
I
might
don't
be
know
an
what
age
I'll do.
thing. Who knows? Who knows?
But for now,
But
it's like Spider-Man. We are all about okay, it's like a kid's version of it, so it's like Spidey and his amazing friends, and it's
totally.
honestly a pretty good show, like, I kinda like it.
It's like an animated,
Correct.
like, yeah, we're here.
Right.
Like it looks like a child Spider-Man.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I can
It's a
picture
good
it.
show, though. I do really like that one. So, all that to say, we played Pirates in the backyard today, and it was pretty cool, and I kept saying I was like, Tigger pirate, and so I was like, "Ooh," like, "Arr, Pooh, let's go find our treasure," and we were just running around being Pooh and Tigger, chasing our dogs. It was great. It was really fun. So,
I love it.
a good old spring day, a good old spring day. But let me tell you, so the past couple of days, I feel like I've been such like just in this springtime mode where I've gotten really into gardening. And I've always liked planting flowers. I love my flowers. I love looking at them, having them, but I haven't always enjoyed doing it myself. But this year, something's different. I'm telling you, I'm planting all my own seeds. I went to the greenhouse last week and bought a ton of plants. And I have these like gardener guide books for the area that I live in. And so I brought my books with me to the greenhouse to help decide like which plants would grow good together, which did best on like a certain side of my house per the sunlight that they need and whatnot. And I have spent majority of the past couple of days doing yard work and gardening. And I'm sad because I feel like I want more to do outside. I've like caught up on all the weeding I need to do. The lawn is mowed. I didn't mow the lawn, but like I have done so much. I tore out grass so I could build a bigger garden in another area. And I can't stop. I can't stop. It's just so relaxing and nice to be in the sun and be outside. I just love it. I
That
love
is so
it.
nice. I wish
Isn't
I
it
so
great?
wish I wish I had time for that. Like, I wish
I
during the
know.
week I had time for that, you know?
Right?
That because that sounds so nice. Like, I would love a garden in the backyard, but I just
It's
yeah,
fantastic. It's
I know.
wonderful. I realized I asked my husband, I was like, "Do we have an edger?" He said, "No." And I said, "How do we not have an edger? That's like the finishing touch
I
that
mean, do you have
makes things look
a weed
great."
whacker?
We do have a weed whacker, but there's something about getting that blade of an edger right in between the dirt line and like the concrete line and making that
Mhm.
clean cut that I just have to do. So I told him I need to go to Home Depot and buy an edger because I want to edge my whole property and just
Listen,
clean
it'll
it.
look fantastic.
Right. I think
I
I'm in that era right now.
yeah, I watch all of those, like, SB mowing, like, all of that
Mhm.
on TikTok.
Mhm.
So I know exactly the,
Yes.
like, satisfying feeling you're chasing.
It's so good. And I'm not like I have never mowed the lawn once in my life. Growing up, never did. That was the one thing I just refused to do because I get hot really easily and pushing around a mower never sounded fun growing up. I'll do anything else. It's just I don't want to mow the lawn. And so if I can take the rest of the work off my husband's hands, fine. He was taking care of my daughter and I was outside with a shovel, jumping on the shovel to dig up grass. And he was like, "Hey, less grass for me to mow. Do your thing. Like I got her. You're good." So we kind of like flip-flopped roles and it was
Good.
great. I was
You're
loving it.
complementing each other. You need that balance where
Yes.
he can watch your daughter and you can do yard work and because
Yeah.
it's like when he's at work, you've always got the baby and
Right.
so it's yeah,
It's great.
it's a nice compliment to be like,
It's a
okay, well,
good
I'm gonna
like
go do this now.
yeah, it's a good change of pace. Um, but other than that, okay, so I've been dying to tell you about this. So, growing up, my aunt had a cottage, like a lake house. And in this cottage, it was like my favorite place to go as a kid because of the way she decorated it. It had like lilac purple carpet throughout the whole thing. And the couch in this place was a floral sofa. And I'm not talking like the 80s, 90s, like grandma sofa. It was the most like beautiful, bright colored floral sofa. It almost looked like a Monet painting type of fabric. And it
Okay.
was just the most
Was
incredible
it like
thing.
pastel or like bright?
No, it
Okay.
was more bright. It's like a mix of like pastels and some brights. It's great.
Did it give
And
like I'm picturing like 80s. Like it's giving 80s to me the way you're describing it.
kind of, but like not, it doesn't like scream 80s. It just screams like floral
Okay.
couch, but it's
Okay.
not like the classic what you would think or like see. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And everyone always was like, "Oh yeah, like that's her couch. That's the couch." And I always loved it. It was like my dream couch. And all that to say, I guess she got rid of it and my cousin has it. And my cousin let me know that she was redoing her basement and was getting rid of the couch and it was either going to go on the side of the street for the garbage man to take or donated. And I said, "I want the couch." And so over the weekend, we rented a U-Haul truck and I drove over to my cousin's house and I picked up the couch of my dreams. And it is now in my home but it's
Okay.
sitting in my garage.
Do you have a photo of it?
I do. I need to send it to
Okay.
you. I've been dying to send you a picture.
Yeah, send me a picture.
Um,
Okay, interesting. So where is it, a living room couch for you? Is it a basement couch for you? Like, where are you going to put this couch?
So get this. I am, we have this sunroom in my house that's been disconnected. Like a wall was put up to disconnect it from the rest of the house, but it is like my dream sunroom. And so I had a contractor out a few days ago and he looked at it and they're going to reopen the wall and we're going to refinish the sunroom and it's going to be a sewing room / sunroom for me. So I'm going to put my computer in there and I'm taking over that space. And so my sweet little granny couch is going to be going in the sunroom.
Okay,
and
cute.
it has a pull-out bed. So anyone who comes to stay with us for the time being, that'll be like the guest room as well. And I'm just determined to make it the cutest space ever. And I'm just thrilled. I'm so excited about the couch. But let me tell you, the U-Haul place messed up our truck reservation and we got a semi-truck. I'm not kidding. For one like
What?
5-foot couch, we got a semi-truck. And it was the most hilarious thing because we're driving around with like a 30-foot truck filled with nothing.
Okay,
with
okay.
nothing.
So it's like a big truck, but it's not a semi, actually.
It's not an actual
'Cause, like, you have to
semi-truck, but
have-
it's massive.
You have to have like a CDL license to drive that. I was
Yes,
like,
we
there's
don't
no
have
way.
that.
Okay. I've driven
was
those.
massive.
I've driven those. Like Mr. Teddy
Really?
and I, oh yeah. No, well, like I have like not like long distances, but like I have
Yeah.
moved those because we have like moved several times with trucks, literally going to U-Haul being like, what is the biggest truck you have? Can we get those?
Oh my
So,
gosh.
have been there. They're big.
Hilarious.
They're real big.
just-
But for one sofa is a lot.
It is. It was a lot. It was funny, but like my daughter loved it and my cousin has kids, so they were all playing with it. Okay, I just sent you pictures
Okay,
of the
I see it.
couch.
Yeah.
How do we feel?
I like it.
It's not everyone's cup of tea, and I'm
it's
like
not-
totally okay with that.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
I adore it.
It's
and
not
I'm
my cup of
excited.
tea, but I think it would be cute in a sunroom.
See what I mean? And
It
so
would
I
be cute in a
bought like
sunroom.
listen,
It's big. It's like a sectional. I was
it's a
picturing
sectional.
I was picturing like a small little couch. She's
Oh,
big.
no. Oh, this is a big couch. It's like an L-shaped sectional, 6 foot by 5 foot with a queen pull-out bed. So
Okay.
hear me out. My husband hates it. Most people I know do not like this couch.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's yeah.
It's a pattern. It is bright and it is colorful and it's floral. It is exactly what I love. And I told him, I was like, trust me, I will get cute pillows that will cover up a lot of the pattern and a cute throw blanket to like throw on the back so it's not going to just be screaming in your face all day.
Mhm.
And so I went to Target and got some pillows and got a blanket. And I am just so excited because now I can determine like how the rest of the room looks around this couch.
As like a centerpiece, right?
Yes, that's going to be like the art in the room. So it's not overpowered. I'm going to paint it like a creamy white and everything else will be more neutral. So that'll be like the eye catcher. And I was telling myself, I'm like, my aunt had this in her house for like 20, 30 years. And she didn't care what people thought. That was my favorite part of her house. And she probably got so much junk for that couch. Like people probably told her they hated it all the time. I loved it. And so I need to be like my aunt.
You
know?
do, yeah.
Be more like her. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to let my husband's like, oh, it's just not my style, but whatever. I am glad that he even like entertained the idea enough to go get it with me. So like,
Yeah.
I'm thrilled.
I
I'm
think-
thrilled.
I think it would be one thing because it's going to be like in your space, you know, like in a room
Mhm.
where you're going to have your sewing stuff and it's
Yes.
not like
The
I
main
think
couch.
if you had said, I want to put this in our living room, that would have been a
Heck no. On his
different
end.
conversation. Yeah.
Absolutely. But I'm really excited because that was like a childhood dream of mine to take that couch from her. And so I'm honestly thrilled. I'm so excited. And now I just need to like get work going on that room so I can put it together and get the couch out of my garage because I don't want anything to happen to it. So
I'm sure it'll be safe.
I'm sure.
At least
I
you
hope
have a
so.
garage.
I
wish.
know. But that was the highlight of my whole weekend. That's all I've been doing is like sitting outside, planting flowers or growing these seeds into flowers and then staring at this flower couch. So I'm definitely in like a springtime. Spring fever has hit me. That's what I'm going to say right now. And I'm in the thick of it. I might hate that couch during the winter time when it's like I want something warm and like darker colored, but you know what? It is what it is. There's couch covers for a reason. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm
Absolutely.
happy. I'm so, so, so happy with it.
A childhood dream come true.
I know. Isn't that great?
Absolutely.
I'm
Of
excited to
course.
show my parents that. I'm excited to be like, hey, guess what? Do you recognize this? They're going to be like, yeah, of course we recognize it. My dad's going to roll his eyes so hard. He's going to be like, oh my gosh.
Listen, and it's like you got it for free. So if it ends
Right.
up like being too much and you're like, okay, yeah, this is a lot, and you
I'll
get
get
sick of
rid of
it,
it.
it was free. Yeah.
Right. It's free and I can maybe tone it down a little bit, like get something not as wild and out there. But like I am someone who really likes stuff that's bright and out there and like unique in a way. So I'm okay with it. It'll be fine. And if I get too much grief about it, we'll see.
Well,
We'll
and the
see
grief
what
isn't
happens.
what you should worry about. The just making sure that it's something you're happy with is what's most important.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's like literally that's the story of my life right now is I'm really thrilled about a couch.
I love it. I love that for you. Okay, can I ask you a question about like a cozy hobby?
Yes.
What is the difference between embroidery and needlepoint?
Okay. Are you talking hand embroidery?
Yeah.
Okay. So needlepoint, my mom does needlepoint.
Is that where it's like the grid paper?
Yeah. It's almost like a plasticky grid that has a pattern printed on it and you stitch the pattern.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hand embroidery, there's different types of stitches and like you can basically do whatever, but there's like a ton of different things you can do with it. And it's more so like you come up with it. In needlepoint, it's more like what's the coloring books where it's like color the numbers or something like that?
Okay.
You know what I
I can
mean?
picture it now. I get it. Okay. So I think both of them can be like freehand because like you could get, I feel like in the way I'm picturing this in my head, and like maybe I'm wrong, but embroidery is more like you embroider something like on a fabric, like on a canvas, on whatever. And it's just like go wild. Like you stick the needle in wherever you want, you pull the
Yep.
needle out wherever you want, whatever.
Yes.
Whereas like needlepoint has that like specific, like, there's like little holes you use to like go in and out.
Yes, it's like a
Okay.
very small grid.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it shows you the colors and you basically buy all the colors you need and then you just like stitch them where they're supposed to go. So it's like a guided process.
But it doesn't have to be. Like, I mean, you could do it on your own, just like you could do
Yeah.
embroidery on your own.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. Because I think I have both. So
Okay.
I have a friend who was like messaging me about needlepoint, and she was like, I think
Mhm.
you'd really like it. Have you ever done it? And I said, no, I haven't. And I've been looking at it over the past literally like 24 hours. And I was like, this actually looks like fun. And then
Mhm.
I was like, you know what? I feel like I've done this. So I bought years ago, this was like
Mhm.
2019, 2020. I
Mhm.
bought this little tiny mini, I think it was a needlepoint kit that
Okay.
was Pusheen, that like
yes.
fat gray cat.
Yep.
Yeah. So I did that and I really liked doing that. I had a lot of
Yes.
fun doing that
Yep.
little Pusheen thing. And that was needlepoint. I
Correct.
then got this like embroidery thing where it was the same thing. Like it was a kit. It had a line,
Mhm.
it had like the lines to follow. It told you what like stitches to do.
Yep.
And it was like another kit, but it was on like a canvas.
Yes.
And I didn't like that as much. It felt
Okay.
like a little bit more difficult. And I
Yes.
liked the guidance that I had from the other type of paper, but I never made the connection until now that it was the paper that made the difference. That they weren't the same thing.
Yes. So
Okay.
like needlepoint has it's almost like the woven texture of it is bigger,
Yes.
like wider.
Yes.
Embroidery you can do on any fabric. So like you could take a pair of pants and just like hand embroider with a thin needle, hand embroider designs on it.
Right.
And that would be the main difference in my like opinion on it. My mom loves needlepoint and she truly enjoys that. And she does it like pretty consistently and regularly, and it's really cool. It's fun to watch her. I've never tried needlepoint, um,
I think
but
I'd
she
like
always
it.
thinks
I
it's
think I
cool.
want to pick it back up. I
You
think I would like.
should.
I think I would like in all my free time. But I think I would like. I think I would like needlepoint more than embroidery, just because embroidery is a little bit more difficult. And maybe it's not. Maybe I'm.
It's
to
really
me,
not.
To me, it feels more difficult. I did like the beaded embroidery last
Yep.
summer, and
Yep.
I had fun with that, but I didn't pick it back up because I just am busy. And I'm sure that's harder than regular embroidery, adding beads to it. So, like, if I could do that,
Right.
I'm
It's
sure I could do
all
regular. But
so I think you could do embroidery because with beads, it's the same thing. You just would do it with you just wouldn't add the bead to it.
right,
And there's certain stitches, like if you learn all the stitches, you can basically do anything. And like people will embroider flowers on stuff. And I have a few embroidery hoops, and you can put any of your fabrics or any of your projects in there and add little embroidered touches to it. And it's like not that difficult. So I think if you liked needlepoint, keep trying it. And a lot
Yeah.
of the stitches and motions will be the same. And if it's guided or if you have a picture, it's something like you could be watching a movie and just stitching away,
No, exactly. Well, that's what I was thinking about, because I remember when I did that Pusheen thing, like that Pusheen needlepoint, I really enjoyed it. And I was able to do it while I was like binging a TV show on Netflix.
Right.
And so I remember I liked it because it was a little bit mindless so that I could do it while I was like watching TV, where I didn't feel that way about embroidery because I was like trying to like learn stitches and stuff.
Yes.
And needlepoint also, because of like the woven grid, it feels more like Stardew or like
Yes.
Minecraft, like
And
pixelated.
I get that. Oh, that's not where I was going with it. But like, I see what you mean. To me, it feels like you kind of know where you need to go. There's like less guesswork. And it's just like.
Yeah, that's not where I was going. I was going like aesthetics wise, like it's blockier.
That's hilarious. Okay. I mean, hey, do it. It scratches an itch. Embroidery can be daunting because it's like, okay, I'm going to do this here. But then if I go too far, like I'm not going a couple blocks over. If I go a little too far here versus what I did over here, it's not going to look the same. And there's no symmetry.
Whereas like with
you know what I
needlepoint,
mean?
you
So
could like say, okay, well, I know I went, 10 boxes over this way. I'll have to go 10
Correct.
boxes over this way. And you can like count it instead of like, you can like measure it instead of having to just eyeball it. Which I mean, you could do with embroidery too if you just pull out a dang ruler.
Right.
But
or like draw it. I
Or
totally
draw
get it.
Yeah.
I think it's fun. I think you should keep doing it, or like pick up, even if it's another one of the little Pusheens, like find a Pooh one or find something and just do it
I
again.
think that's what I liked about the Pusheen one was that it was very small and it wasn't very intimidating. Like it was a very I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's manageable. Like I can do that. It wasn't like I was jumping into a large project.
Right.
I don't know.
I say
all
do
this,
it again.
All this to say, I think it'd be fun. I just don't. Again, I don't have the time. There's so much stuff I've got to do. I'm like in my free time. I'm living in a constant state of I'm doing something, and then I feel guilty that I'm not doing this other thing because I also need to get this other thing done. And then if I set aside any time for myself to just like watch an episode of a TV show, I feel guilty that I'm doing that. And it's like, okay, but I need to be able to like set aside time for myself to relax.
Right.
But then I feel guilty doing so. So I just don't have a lot of time.
Yeah. You know
But
what? I get it.
If I decide I need a little like hands-on hobby, that could be a good one. I did last night. We watched Alice in Wonderland.
Yep.
And I saw that for the first time. And while we were watching Alice in Wonderland, Mr. Teddy was working on something and I had my Steam Deck out and I was playing Power Wash Simulator and it was so nice. But it was nice. It was one of those like same type of like mindless things that I was able to do.
Yeah.
While the movie was on. So
I absolutely love that. I mean, listen, my mom doesn't have like the greatest attention span and she's always on the phone. Like she is constantly talking on the phone. It drives me crazy. Mom, if you're listening to this, like that's not something you don't know. Like you know that. And right. We love you. I've told you this for 30 years. It's fine. she does needlepoint while she's on the phone. So,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that she's a great multitasker. So, like,
I was gonna say, but she's like me though. Like if I'm on the phone, I am so antsy. Like I have to be doing something on the phone. Like I'm pacing or I'm playing with something. Like
yes.
if you put me and say, sit in this chair and talk on this phone, I think I would simply pass away. Like if you
Same.
said, sit, don't move your hands, just sit. You're not allowed to play with anything. I would pass away.
Correct. I'm the same way. No chance. I'm a pacer on the phone, so I get out of breath and I just walk back and forth.
Yeah.
But needlepoint, that's like something to do with your hands. Again, you're following a guided process. So try it. Absolutely. Do it.
Yeah.
It'll be a good during the movie thing.
It would. Yeah. Okay. I have one more like random thing I want to talk about before we get into some gaming updates.
Okay.
I want a flippin' Blackberry. I want to get rid of my iPhone. I'm not joking.
No, I'm laughing because I feel the same. I'm really over iPhones. Why a Blackberry?
Because of the keyboard.
Yep, fair.
Hold on, I'm looking this up. There is this thing that you can buy. Oh my gosh, I already forgot the name of it. Is
it the phone case keyboard?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're it's called a Clicks keyboard. Yes. I found it. Dude, yes. Okay, I like would try it. First of all,
I've wanted it forever.
It makes your expensive. Phone It makes your phone so big. Like massive. Like this sucker, it's a phone case that has a physical keyboard on it for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about. It's called a Clicks case. It's $160.
It's expensive.
That is wild. I mean, Correct. If this sucker was $50, I'd have bought it immediately and be like so happy.
Yes.
I don't know. I think I've become obsessed with a Blackberry. And so I went so far into this that I went into this rabbit hole of like, how can I make this work? And so I was like on TikTok researching stuff, and apparently there are no Blackberries that exist in this world right now that physically can connect to like the wireless cell towers that we use now. Like 4G, 5G, they're too outdated. And so like there was this girl who was like, I have this Blackberry and I'm going to take it into Verizon and see if they can get it working for me. And they were like, there's only one service provider that you may be able to use this on. And it was like Consumer Cellular or something random.
Oh, okay.
And so I feel like that is a dream that will never happen for me.
I don't know.
That's it. My heart's broken. That's all I wanted to say.
I was waiting to see what else you had to say about that.
Nope, that's it. That's it. I have nothing. It's like, I think I'm coming to the realization right now that like, I don't know if you just heard like my heart like deflate, but it's like, I want it. It's not going to happen for me. The phone case is so expensive, but it's like, maybe I just get the phone case.
Listen, I think at some point we're going to see like flip phones come back. It might not be a Blackberry. Yeah. I don't know, but I never had a Blackberry growing up, but
You didn't?
No, I was never allowed to. And so I didn't have a Blackberry. And
what was
just
like your evolution
phone.
Of phones? Like, did you have like a Motorola Razor? Like, was that your first
was my
phone?
first cell phone.
Okay,
was the
same
hot
with me.
pink Razor.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what they were all called. I had like a lime green one that slid up, and I loved being able to slide the keyboard and then start clicking away. My dream phone to this day, like your Blackberry to me is a Sidekick.
No,
I would do
totally.
anything for a Sidekick.
The Sidekick is just a little less like the Sidekick. The T-Mobile was the only provider that had the Sidekick. No, that was everyone's dream in the 2000s. That was every person's dream.
It's the best thing in the world.
I feel like as Sidekicks aged out, people moved into Blackberry. So it was like, I feel like I could go back to a Blackberry because it had like Blackberry Messenger and it had internet and it was like a little bit more advanced in like what we're used to today. Not even comparable to an iPhone, but you know what I mean?
Totally.
Where like a Sidekick, because it's so early 2000s, you'd really be like, okay, I can text and I can call and that's about it.
So here's the thing though. I think I'd be okay with that. I keep getting ads for these phones and even like notebooks and stuff that are all like what I don't remember what they're called, but I follow
They're
this
like simple
company.
phones or something. That's not
Yes.
what they're called, but it's like
It's
is it
like
like
black
a black
and
and
white.
white? Totally, I know
Yes.
what you're talking about. Yes.
And I'd be okay with that. It basically takes away all functions of your phone.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't like go on Instagram. You can't do those things. And I'm okay with that. So for me, a sidekick is perfect. That's what I would want. I want to be able to
Yeah.
flip the thing and go boo, 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 and text really fast and like click a bunch of buttons. And I don't need internet on my phone. I don't need all these apps. Like I could have an iPad for that if I need it. But they're like distraction free or scroll free phones.
Totally. It would keep you I think it would make any person, and I say you, but I just mean like literally any person, it would be the same way, so much more mindful of how much time you're spending on those apps, because if you have to like if you're sitting on the couch and you're like, I want to scroll Instagram, okay, well, I'll go grab my iPad. But like your phone, you always have next to you. So like a phone, you don't even think about like pulling open Instagram. Whereas like if you have to like physically reach over and grab your iPad or like walk to another room to grab your iPad, like, because you're not toting your iPad around with you all day. That sucker's too big.
Right.
It's like I think you'd just be so much more mindful about how much time you're spending on social media.
I totally agree. And like, you know what's interesting? Have you looked at your pinky fingers?
Yes, the little dent in them.
The dent.
Dude.
Like, do you think our gene pool is going to change and we're going to evolve to have dented fingers?
It concerns me. Where like after my knuckle towards my nail, it is like a step down.
Yes.
There's like a physical step there.
Right. Everyone pull out your pinky fingers,
I
especially
hate it.
the one you hold on your phone.
Yeah.
And
for me, it's my right hand.
Yep, mine too. Above your knuckle, like the last knuckle joint before the tip of your finger, it's like pointed inward because your phone rests there when you hold it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, is that going to be a genetic mutation for generations now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all this to say, like, I would love the simplicity of a flip phone or something where I can just send text. Like for me, having a cell phone growing up was so I could text people. And like that was excitement. I didn't have social media.
Here's my other side of the argument here. So I'm fighting against myself. Mm-hmm. I wonder, like I look back on having my Blackberry and having the phone that I had that had the little slide. Mine was like a light purple. It was called the LG Scoop.
Okay.
And so I had my little LG Scoop and that had the keyboard. I would text on that all the time. I had my Blackberry Curve. I would text on that all the time. Mm-hmm. I think also the Blackberry, it had this little light that blinked if you had a message. Like if the screen was off, you had a little light. Oh my gosh, it was the best. Anyway, I think why that I look back on that so in like a positive light. Something that it was like fun and I enjoyed it was because I really enjoyed texting then. Like I would be texting my crush or like texting a boy that like I was going to hope would like ask me to be his girlfriend or, you know, it was like so much more exciting then to be able to like text somebody. It was like a novelty. It was cool. It was new. It was like, I don't know. There was just a different, it was a different culture. And again, I was excited about texting this cute boy or my crush or whatever.
100%.
So I think if someone gave me a Blackberry right now, would it change how much I want to text people? Maybe for like a week. And then I feel like I'd be like, okay, you know. So I'm trying to like put myself in line here. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a realistic thought, honestly, because you're absolutely right. Part of it was like clicking out the perfect message to send to that specific person, you know, and like that was half the fun, or like sliding open your phone because you're in a fight with them and ripping on your keyboard and it's like to send the sassiest message. And it was like send, and it went whoop, and it sent off and you slid your phone shut, threw it in your bag. And it's like the sass of those phones where now it's like you just click a button, it's on, and you have everything at the touch of your fingers. And it's like wild, you know? So while I would love a simple phone, I think I would kind of go a little nuts at the same time after a while, not having access the way we do now. or
I
like the
really
convenience of
Yeah,
things?
I think for me, and I don't know if anyone else feels this way, I'm bored of the iPhone. I've had this
Mhm.
phone for like 13
Yes.
years. Like I got my iPhone, I think my sophomore no, I got my iPhone in high school. I got
Mhm.
the iPhone my like junior or senior year of high school. I think it was my junior year of high school I
Yep.
got an iPhone. So like 2010, 2011,
Yep.
and yeah, 2011. I am bored. I want
Totally.
something new. Like I remember how fun it was to go from my Motorola Razr to the LG Scoop to the
Right.
Blackberry, and you're getting a whole new phone. Like it
Right.
looks different, it operates different, different operating systems, and it was
Yep.
fun to learn it. And it was fun to get
Yes.
a new phone, and you were like, "Oh, what phone am I going to get next?"
Mhm.
And it was such a fun like shift. And we
Absolutely.
have just had this iPhone for so long,
Right.
and I
So,
don't know.
okay, I've always thought that Apple should invent some kind of flip option or some kind of spin option, or like, I mean, they're a big enough organization. They have the engineering capabilities to make something cool. I know they do. And I think people would buy it. I truly think people would be into it if they created a flip phone or did something
I
different.
think people would too, not for maybe the like, not because it's like super like other companies do this. Like other companies, like
Yes.
there are Android devices, there are
Yes.
like other people who have flip up smartphones. Like
Right.
it's not innovative, but I think people would do it who are loyal to the Apple system, who
Right.
want something new, who just
Right.
want a taste of something a little bit different like I do,
Yes. Or like the nostalgia of a keyboard. Like my perfect iPhone, like if I had to keep an iPhone, would be exactly the way it is, but it opened up like a book and then I could turn it sideways and it's almost like a mini keyboard, and then a second iPhone screen opens up, so it's like front and back, and then you can type on it, but like also have another full screen. You know what I mean? I don't know if that
Mhm.
makes any sense. It becomes like a
No,
mini
it doesn't.
iPad at that point.
Okay, I was gonna say,
But
no, that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, but I was just floating with it.
I
I'm like
love
trying
the
to
idea
picture
of
it.
clicks.
No, I do too. Like a physical keyboard. Yeah. I
Mhm.
think I, Apple, I think when they moved from like the iPod Nano,
Mhm.
I whatever into like the very first iPod Touch, and we got that like touch screen.
Yeah.
That was so cool at the time. I remember how cool that
Right.
was with all the different like games you could play. Like
Mhm.
remember you would like crumple up that piece of paper and toss it into like a wastebasket.
The trash can and have like fans blowing
Yeah,
at
yeah,
it.
yeah. Like that was
Mhm.
so cool.
Or like the
But
lighter everyone did on there.
yeah, it was so cool. But it's just like the touch screen has lost its novelty to me.
Yeah.
And I just want I just want a little
Something
bit
fun and
I want
new.
something fun. I know.
I get it. I get it. Hey, you could try that keyboard attachment.
I know.
I
$160, but I
Well,
know.
but also then it makes your phone like 12 inches long. And then it's
Right.
like,
It's like
holy
a
cow, how
foot
much are you
long
actually
phone.
going to use it? A
Right.
foot
And
long
I
phone.
already have the big phone. Like I have the Pro Max or whatever.
Right.
Probably
Right.
would be huge. It'd be so
Yes.
top heavy.
It'd be cool. Like, it would definitely be fun, but could you okay, I'm, like, trying to imagine it. Yeah, if you're holding it, trying to type, I feel like it'd be falling out of your
Like
hands.
at the very bottom, right. I
Yeah.
feel like it would be so top heavy.
I don't know, maybe try it and tell us what you think, but,
Yeah, I'll just
um,
cash out
100 yeah,
160
$160
bucks.
bucks.
Casual.
That's why I'm like, "Hey, you should do it.
Yeah,
Tell
you get
tell
it.
me if
Tell me
it's
how it
worth it."
is.
Maybe I'll consider it one
Okay.
day, or I'll practice on it. I'll hold your phone one day and see if I like it.
Yeah, there we go.
I wish they would
Anyway,
let you, like, try it.
that's it. That's all I had to say.
That's hilarious. Okay, well, you know what? I don't even know what to tell you about that. So I'm just going to tell you straight up. I can't stop playing Disney Dreamlight Valley.
I love that for you.
I can't stop playing Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Good.
I like every waking minute that I've had free. And again, I've had like it relates to what you said a little bit earlier, where you're doing one thing but thinking you should be doing another thing.
Yes.
I've had my sewing machine on behind me while I'm playing the game every single day for the past week straight. Like during nap time, both are on. Bedtime, both are on. Going into the night. And I'm like, oh, I really should be sewing something. I really should be doing that. And so I would start doing like 2 sewing things and they'd be like, okay, I think my garden's ready. Got to go back to this. And then I sit
Yeah.
and stare at Disney Dreamlight Valley and I'm like, oh, wait, here's another quest. I just have to go talk to Merlin for a second. BRB. And then I get lost in some rabbit hole
locked
of
in. Yeah.
Exactly. But let me tell you, I'm enjoying it. It's been fun and I have made some major progress.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Where are you? What's
Okay.
new on the docket in the last week?
Okay. In the last week, I have unlocked the entire map. So,
wow.
Every realm in the main game,
Mm-hmm.
like in base whatever. I don't know how you explain this because I'm still a beginner. I've unlocked every space.
Yeah.
And I last week said all I wanted to do was bring Alice into the world, right?
Right.
I have not yet stepped into Wonderland because I want her so I can like decorate with her and like include her. And in order to do that properly, I feel like I need the space to kick other people out and like feel ready to do that and have like the money to decorate properly. So I have unlocked like the pumpkin place, wherever that is.
Forgotten Lands.
Forgotten Lands is unlocked and I have been farming pumpkins around the clock.
Making money left and right.
Correct. So I think I'm at like, listen, I'm not making that much money yet. I'm at like $500,000, which for me, that's really good.
No, that's fantastic. I have like 8 million right now in the game. So it's not wild. No, I know, but like you can get there so quick. How many pumpkins do you have in your pumpkin plot?
83. I have 83. Okay. So not too many because it cost me $25,000 to buy 83.
No, totally. You just need to upgrade. Like genuinely, it'll go quicker for you if you just like spend the extra money. Like
you think so?
You'll earn that money back within so quickly, like within one round.
It's so true.
My pumpkin plot that I pick and harvest is 155.
How long does that take every time? I'm like pulling my hair.
No,
for it's 80.
Like, mine's about double the size of yours.
Holy cow.
So I'm making like double the amount of money every time though. So
true. That's fair.
I mean, it's up to you. Like you can keep grinding, but I mean, if you're going to plant those, spend the extra like 90 seconds it's going to take you to plant the other half of those pumpkins.
Fair.
And then like water them all at one time. And then, they'll all grow at the same speed.
Okay. True. That's what I should do.
You'll just earn money quicker. However, you're at $500,000. Like that's good. That's healthy money.
It's healthy because now I'm like, oh, you want me to pay like $5,000 to unlock this well? Sure thing.
Right.
So I've unlocked all the wells except for the one in the what's the frozen winter area called? Like
the Frosted Heights.
That's the one. I haven't unlocked that well yet, the travel point. Okay. Mm-hmm. But like everything else is good. So I missed your text to start the podcast tonight because I was dealing with a problem in my valley where everything got turned dark magic-y and green.
Yep.
And so everyone's kind of freaking out and stuck in their houses right now. And I was like, well, guys, I got to go. So like maybe tonight I'll be back to save you.
Yeah.
But sorry, Valley.
No, that's
fun.
I will say, and if it's the quest line I'm thinking about, I did it like a year ago, maybe more. But if it's the quest line I'm thinking about, make sure you're in a good headspace for it. I do think they give like trigger warnings because it's like deep. It's like a deep, heavy quest line.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I don't read what I'm doing.
No, I really don't.
I just click. I spam click until it just gives me a list.
I feel like with this quest line, you may read a little bit more.
Okay.
But no, I do the same thing.
Oh boy.
I'm
okay. Well, I'm kind of curious
until I see font written in like blue or purple where it's like an instruction, I really don't pay a lot of attention.
Same. And I'm like, okay, regardless, Google would help me if I needed it.
Yeah.
Right. There's so many like little details where it's like, go listen to Goofy talk to Merlin. And I'm like, absolutely not. I'm not about to sit here and watch them talk. So like someone just tell me what to do. Yeah. But I don't pay attention. I just wait. And then it says like, go find 5 grass seeds or something. So anyways, I'm in the process of clearing my Valley of Dark Magic. So that's my goal tonight is to finish that if I can, or do as much of it as possible. But in my valley, I added Wally, Moana, Maui, Stitch, Elsa, and Anna so far in the past week.
So what I was going to say is I think get Alice. Like if you can get Alice, get Alice. I know you want to like decorate her area really nicely, but
Mhm.
my suggestion would be to get her and to
Okay.
work on leveling her up and to go
Okay.
through her friendship quests because
Yep.
you'll notice that as you level up other characters and do those quests with them at their certain friendship levels, whatever,
Mhm.
you unlock items. So Alice
True.
may have items that you want to use to decorate with. So like
That's true.
throw her in your valley, throw the house somewhere random, just chuck it in there. And then when you're ready and have all the stuff, then you have her already, you know?
Fair. That's
And then you
very
have
true.
like those extra items that you get from leveling her up and doing her friendship quests.
That's a great piece of advice. So, here's what I'm going to do. I had Kristoff as my gardening buddy because I wanted him to follow me around everywhere.
Right, because he's cute. Yeah.
He's cute. But then he got a little annoying. And so then I made Anna my gardening buddy and I got her to level 10. So I'm done with her. So I was saving my next gardening buddy to become Alice because I do mostly gardening. So I want Alice to spend the most time with me. So I think I need 15,000 Dreamlight to open that door.
Yes.
And I think I have probably like 10 right now. So
Okay.
I think
You could easily earn
between
that tonight, but yeah.
right, exactly. So I can't run around this like dark magic valley. I absolutely have to fix
Yeah,
that. So
get
that's
that.
priority number one. I'm honestly kind of mad that this happened. I like wish they told me that was going to happen before I started the quest. But I'm going to get going on that. So I have just been having a lot of fun with it. And there's been a lot of like eye roll moments where some of the quests are like not irritating, but just annoying, where it's like, oh, go. It's just so many little tasks where it's like, okay, now go talk to this person. Oh, look, an item flew out of the air. Pick it up behind you and then talk to them again. Yeah. I'm like, can't we just cut that out and just like make this like a little quicker, please?
Yeah.
And
I feel like some of the newer quests, you're going through a lot of like early game quests.
Yes.
I do feel like with the characters they have introduced in the last year. So like the characters that you've unlocked, Maui and Moana and Wally, like those are all very base game. Those were all like out when the game came out. Like you are like you're doing quests that came out
early
2.5 years ago. Right.
Yes.
So I do think they've done a good job with the newer characters releasing more interesting questing that don't feel quite so
almost like mundane. Yeah, that's the word. Thank you. Yes.
So, and that's not to say these quests aren't difficult. Like some of them are hard because they are like made them a little bit tougher, but they're certainly more interesting.
For sure. I will say, so I had a bunch of quests like in my little quest folder and I hadn't finished them because it was like make 5-star meals and I had no recipes and I was overwhelmed on how to figure that out. And one of them was for Ursula, where it's like gather all these papers from villagers' houses. And I ran into every house, couldn't see any papers. And I Googled it after I got frustrated and it told me to go to these certain 3 houses. And I went and couldn't find these papers. And so I just left the quest sitting there for however long I've had the game. Turns out I realized yesterday, oh, you already grabbed them like 3 months ago and threw them in your storage.
Yep.
And so I'm like, why would the game not tell me or like count that as like you have it? Same thing for like Remy's quest where you need to find recipe books. They're all in my storage.
Yeah. Something a lot of people do is they have one chest that is full of items that you're like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
So you will be able to tell like there's a little icon on the items on the bottom right that has the little diamond that says it's for a quest.
Right.
So if you see that and it's not something that's like immediately applicable to you, make a chest that you can put those items in so that like when they do come up, you're like, okay, let me go. I don't know where these are. Let me go check my item chest. Like my quest, that like random chest. That's my suggestion.
That's what I have. So I have a quest chest, but then it's like, I assumed in my head that when I like tracked Ursula's quest that it would tell me like it would probably say like, oh, you have 3 of 3 things that you need, but it didn't. And so I just assumed I didn't have them. Right. Yeah. So, but they were all sitting in my quest chest. Yeah. And I was like, I wish it would have just told me that I had these instead of me letting it sit here for so long. But all this to say, I'm learning the game. Like, I'm learning the mechanics of the game more. I am just like, I'm at a point where I added all those people really quick, and now I'm at like leveling up their friendships, and I'm about to start the new wave of quests when I like initiate them. So it's going to be overwhelming, but it's
Listen,
been fun.
I don't let the like friendship quests get to you too much.
Mhm.
I have been playing this game for 2.5 years, and I have dozens of friendship quests to do.
Holy cow.
Like, so many. So like the main storyline quest that you're working on right now, that's an important one to like focus on. And I have done that one. I have that one completed. Like, I have the main storyline quest for the regular Dreamlight Valley, Eternity Isle, and Storybook Vale all caught up at the moment.
Okay.
But I certainly don't have all of the friendship quests done.
Okay.
So don't let those overwhelm you. Prioritize, in my opinion, the like main storyline quests and decorating, and then like do the friendship quests as you want.
Got
to.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's helpful. That's so helpful. Because one of them is that Eternity Isle, like go to the boat in this part of the castle, and I just haven't done that.
Right. That's just because, and I wouldn't if I were you, until you're ready to start that DLC. That's what it's trying to tell you, is like it's trying to take you over there to introduce you to that area. And until you're ready to do that, I just would ignore that quest.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to ignore it. So all this to say, I was curious. I wanted to know. Now I know. Okay. You don't have to tell me. We all know that Winnie the Pooh needs to come to this game. Okay.
He does.
We know this. Aside from Pooh Bear, he's a given. Who else would you like to see in this game? Or what else do you think is missing from the game? As far as like, it could be a realm or character or anything. Is there anyone that you would hope, aside from Pooh, comes to the game?
I don't have a lot.
Okay.
I have a couple.
Okay.
Now, this may not surprise you. If
Are
you had
about
to guess.
To say Pooh?
No, you just said aside from Pooh. But like, aside from any of the Winnie the Pooh characters, outside of that IP entirely, do you have any guesses? Is there anyone you're like, okay, yeah, that would make sense?
So I have one.
Okay.
But this is like a really long shot. Like, this would not happen. Okay. And it's probably not what you're thinking. So you might as well just tell me.
Okay. I'm thinking Brother Bear.
That is not what I was thinking at all.
Brother Bear, like getting some bears in the game, like a big brown bear and that little baby brown bear. Oh my gosh,
that would be
cute. So cute. Anyway, it's a bear, so of course. So that's it for me. I would say Brother Bear, and I really do think Emperor's New Groove, like having Cusco and Yzma and Kronk in the game. I think that could be fun.
That would be fun. You know, I honestly forgot about those movies completely.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I asked. Those are good ones. Those are really good ones. I was trying to brainstorm like other Disney movies earlier, and I had a really hard time thinking of any. But like, I don't know. I feel like there's so many options. You know what I thought would be cool is if they could introduce more like Disney Channel, like TV characters, but a lot of them are people. Yeah. But I was like, how fun would it be to have like cartoon Lizzie McGuire running around?
No, totally.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
Or like Kim Possible.
I think in I may be wrong here, but like so far, all of the characters we've gotten are exclusively movie characters. Right. Like we have no TV.
Right. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know.
Like obviously there have been shows built off like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, but he was like originally a movie. Yeah. Right.
Correct. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I could look through all of it. I mean, I would love to have like the 7 dwarfs running around. I think that'd be hilarious. But
or Snow White in general. We don't have her
yet.
Right.
Yeah. And now, what else is coming this year? Because remind me, was it Sleeping Beauty that's coming, or?
I think we're gonna get Aurora. Yes.
Okay, and that would be great.
I think we're also getting. I think there was a hint of like Peter Pan.
Peter Pan would be really fun.
Yeah.
Peter Pan would be a great one. I was thinking about like Disney World, and I was like, what rides have I gone on? Like, could we have a little Dumbo running around? Dumbo would be cute as heck going through the valley.
Dumbo would be cute. Like, I'm surprised that's not something you've mentioned before.
I just thought of it because I looked up and I saw my Dumbo stuffed animal that I got with you, like sitting right here. And I was like, oh yeah, like Dumbo should be waddling around there. I think Alice makes more sense for the game, but like I do think there should be some Dumbo, like even the Dumbo ride would be really cute. I don't know if that's in the game, but like that would be amazing. And I'm walking myself like through the park in my head, and I just can't. I don't know. I got to keep thinking about it, but I do think Brother Bear, that's like that really caught me out of left
That's an
field.
obscure one.
That is a little obscure, but like, I mean, hey.
I don't see that coming. That's not a that's not a prediction. I would like to clarify, but that is, you asked what I would want, and that's what I said.
Absolutely.
If you said what would I want besides poo, so I had to stick on theme.
In my opinion, I think poo is probably one of the major, what's the word I'm looking for? Like stories, not stories, but you know what I'm talking about? Like brand, line. What's the word I'm looking for? Something. Poo as a whole, as a unit, is probably the largest thing missing from the game, right? Like,
I think it's a big one. I mean, we're missing Cinderella still. We're
yeah,
missing
but Cinderella is
still.
like a movie. Snow White is a movie. Pooh has been around forever and has so many movies, TV shows.
I know,
and
but
things.
listen, I 1,000% agree. In my heart, yes. And I think for you, because you're so close to me and because your daughter also loves Pooh, like, I think we have that perspective. But like, there's a lot of people who like aren't Winnie the Pooh people and maybe don't like get how like much content there is out there surrounding Winnie the Pooh. I'm sure there's a lot of Cinderella stuff. I'm sure there's a lot of Snow White stuff. I think I agree. Winnie the Pooh is a huge part of their, like the
I can't think
portfolio.
of the word.
It's like he plays a huge part in their like portfolio. Like he's a big part of it. That is missing. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, 101 Dalmatians, again, that's a movie. 101 Dalmatians could be cool.
Right. Like that would be cool too. But I'm like, for me,
Lady and the Tramp.
Right. I'm just thinking like none of them could have a whole realm dedicated to them. Pooh could have an entire realm. Again, yes, it might be skewed, but like to me,
yeah, I think we're a little biased.
Sense. But I think it's like there's probably so much data and like movies and TV shows we could stack up to prove the point. But like, I don't know. It's fun to think about. I was like, ooh, could they bring up, like, think about all the old video games that we used to play on DisneyChannel.com. And I'm like, they cartoonized like
Zach and Cody
twins. Yeah. How did we both jump to them?
Yeah.
How did we both jump to them? Like,
because I remember that sandwich game.
Yes, or them running through the hotel.
Yeah.
Or like Hannah Montana. Could you imagine cartoon Hannah Montana running through this game? Or like even the option to play Hannah Montana music in the game and like have it playing in the background on a tape recorder or something. What is it called? What's a tape recorder? A CD player? I don't know what I just said. Whatever.
A tape recorder.
I don't know what I just said. A tape recorder. That's not even a word. Tape recorder is what the thing is, right? Yeah. That you put the tapes in. Okay, thank you. I was like, that was not right. I don't know. I appreciate you pushing me to play this game because I feel like it truly is one that has so much like more room for more content over time.
Totally.
And it's exciting.
Totally.
It's really exciting.
I was saying this today when I was streaming that like I think what has kept Dreamlight Valley so and at like the forefront of my mind and has kept me interested over the past couple of years is similarly to Palia, where we get these like regular updates. We do in Dreamlight Valley as well. So like we bought the game and we're getting updates, like free updates every month. And so I have really liked and appreciated the amount of new content that we're receiving from the game. And it keeps me coming back for more between the star paths and the new premium shop refreshes each week. And then the updates every month. Like it's staying fresh and not allowing itself to get like stagnant and boring.
Right. And there's enough quests to fill up my life for the next like 50 years.
Absolutely. So yes.
I don't see it ending. But yeah, so I'm enjoying it. All that to say, I have been playing it like around the clock. The rest of my night tonight is probably going to be fixing up my valley again. And I've just been really having fun with it.
Good.
And I'm just happy.
I'm so glad. Good. Good. Get your fill because we've got Palea coming soon too.
I know. So soon. We got 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks-ish until the Elder Woods update.
We do.
That's going to be fun, but also stressful because now what am I going to do? It's like I just got into Sims and bought all those packs and now I haven't picked that up.
I know.
Oops.
Dude, it's the how do I balance all these things I want to do?
Life. But you know what? I just need to remind myself, like, I was sitting at the edge of my chair and I don't have a very comfy chair that I play games in. And I was sitting in my chair, like, gardening in my valley. And I was uncomfortable because I was about to pop up to go to my sewing machine. And I was like, can you just sit back and put a blanket on and relax? Like, I need to be so mindful and conscious of that and actually, like, force myself to stop
instead of treating it like a chore. Yeah.
Yes, because I'm like, you're not going to enjoy this. Like, if you don't want to be doing one or the other, turn it off. Nothing, like, it's fine. You're going to be okay. So it's just a good, like, mental reminder. And I think tonight, what I want to do is play the game. And so it's like, I just need to, like, keep the lights low, sit cozy in and play the game and just do it.
I'm going to eat a chocolate chip cookie, sit in bed, play Power Wash Sim, and watch an episode of Gossip Girl that I've seen a million times.
Wow. Okay. Gossip Girl's back.
I don't know. It just feels like a vibe. It feels like I don't know.
Why not? Comfort show.
Exactly.
You know what show actually, I've been watching Emily in Paris a little bit, but the last season is out. So
have you watched it at all?
I have not yet because, I've been deep in this valley so soon. I will watch it soon. Just have not yet.
I finished
but
the
it's on my
entire thing.
The new one?
Yep.
Oh my God. Did you like it?
We're not going to, I'll talk to you about it later.
Oh my gosh. Wait, this is the most cliffhanger moment ever.
Yeah. I'm not going to talk to you about it now.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I need to watch it now.
Yeah, you ought to.
Maybe my night just changed.
Throw you on and have some Dreamlight Valley. Do something like mindless where you can like harvest pumpkins or something where you can listen and like glance up and.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm like sitting here twisting my hair around my finger because I'm thinking about what the heck to do. My Steam Deck's dead. Oh gosh, I forgot to plug it in. Oh my gosh, my night's spiraling.
You've got this.
Thanks, Teddy. Thanks. I'm going to go stress now.
Okay. I will let you go. Enjoy your night. Let me know what you end up doing. I have a very rock solid plan that I'm going to do with the rest of my night. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. And friends, thank you so much for listening to today's episode. We will talk to you next week.
Bye, everyone.